So I'm thinking, just as I go, about the role of men and women in the field of work. And it seems to me that there's a lot of dishonesty going on in the presentation of women in the world of work on our televisions, in print media, etc. There is an attempt to present a false reality and make the claim that women are doing the same work to the same extent and at the same standard as men. And this simply isn't the case. The pavement you walk on, the road you drive on, those pavement stones were laid by men. The tarmac was laid by men. The house you live in was built by men. The electricity powering all of the equipment in your house is because of the work of men that power exists. And in so many areas of life, men are the people who make these things work. And it's exclusively men that I'm talking about. What I'm thinking is that there shouldn't be a problem in accepting this reality. It is simply the way things are. And why is there an effort to deny this fact that men achieve more in the world of work than women do? And it's simply the way it is. And it's not a disparagement of women or any criticism. It's simply the way it is. And there shouldn't be any problem in recognizing this. And I was thinking about a film I made years ago now, talking about Olympic 100-meter sprinting. Now, all the sprinters in the final on one of the Olympics I was looking at were black. There were 8 black sprinters lining up to race for gold. There were no Chinese men, no Indian men, no white men, just 8 black men. So how can this be possible? It would seem that if we look at the normal BBC presentation of such things, it would seem there must be discrimination against white sprinters and Chinese sprinters and Indian sprinters. But that's simply not how it is. The black sprinters are the fastest, and that is the way it is. And there's no criticism of other races in the sprinting event. And accepting reality should not be a problem. Now, women don't do the same work as men. They don't do the same work to the same standard as men. And that's simply the way it is. I'm willing to bet, however, that if the BBC did a documentary about road laying or pavement laying or house building, they would find some way to include women in the role of house builder or pavement layer. They would somehow find a woman who was involved in that work and put it on television. And this is lying to me. This kind of thing is presenting a false reality, and it is very annoying. Men are simply more capable than women in many fields of work, and it's simply the way it is. And it's not a criticism of women to say this. There's no competition, it's not better or worse, it's simply the way it is. And recognizing this should not be seen as a problem. So the house you live in, the road you walk on, the road you drive on, the pavement you walk on, all of it is because of the work of men. And recognizing this should not be seen as a problem. It is simply the way things are.